Action Jacket, the original In-N-Out location in Baldwin Park, Southern California, Los Angeles County. And here we are. So we're going to have an Action Jack adventure. All right, and here we are at what's called the In-N-Out Museum. And
smallest museum in the world.
Yes.
Or what did it say? The world's smallest museum.
There it is, right? This says a lot right here, but
that's for the little kids.
Thursday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can come here. And then you can drive through, get a picture of the drive-through, and then you can eat your hamburgers there. And
too bad we didn't know that.
Well, I actually did, but circumstance didn't work out where we could be here for that time. So, but it's a fantastic place. Those are the original prices that you saw there. A quarter for their burgers. That started.
So when they're open and you get a burger, you get it for a quarter?
No, but you can bring it over here, and you may see the owner of In-N-Out, not the president, the owner, who's a multi-billionaire. All right, there's the two-way speaker, first one ever at a fast food restaurant. There's the prices there, 25 cents for a hamburger. They gave you a Coke bottle in those days.
Yeah,
and when you go up there, and so there's something interesting that will catch your eye coming up here. They used to sell cigarettes there.
Is that what that is? A cigarette box? I can't even tell from here.
And that's the coffee machine from the old days.
Oh, now you're talking.
Right, that's where they would fry their French fries. And that is their refrigerator, what they look like. They call them icebox in those days. That was a spin washer. And they use that to clean the potatoes and reduce the starch on it. That's how they make their French fries right there. That is to the right, the blonde there on the right. That's where we're at. That's at the museum. And she goes there, and you will find her there occasionally. They're Christians, and they have the scriptures there, like Proverbs 3:5, 24:16, Nahum 1:7, John 3:16. In-N-Out Southern California with our perfect, beautiful weather. We have these beautiful palm trees.
The big W.
So their palm trees that they have that are crisscrossed are based on that. That is the owner, Harry Snyder, and his lovely bride, Esther. Those are the two boys, Guy and Rich, there. That's what the store looked like.
So they were rich guys.
Rich guys, very good. I'm thinking of Guy Ritchie, who's also a director. Now we're gonna come up. This is the In-N-Out University. And
by the way, real quick, you might tell people you just left the other side of the freeway with the original In-N-Out place, and now you drove under the freeway to this.
Yeah, right. And
like
here's
a minute apart.
There's their Mad World stuff there, and that's a great place for coffee across the street, which the billionaire owner of In-N-Out Burger goes to, and she says it's fantastic. And here we are at the very first In-N-Out Burger, and now it is In-N-Out University. So there's the university right there, and that's a real university. And I think you get a better education here than you can at any of the Ivy League schools. By the way, the people come here, they can make $500,000 and more a year.
Oh, yeah, they pay good.
Yeah, when you're in the management. And all their employees, they have hardly any turnout right there. So that is the
class.
That is the class right there. Okay, now we're going to go into the company store. And the company store is really good. By the way, I think they have a bigger one in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they do. That one in Vegas is humongous.
That's our second home, Las Vegas.
Oh.
I feel the
I'd
same
rather. Can you give me another home?
But anyway.
Nothing against Las Vegas.
Nothing there. So you can buy everything here. Look at the towels there for In-N-Out.
That's what you want to do. Dry yourself with some French fries.
Well, we're right by the beach, so there you have. And those are swimming trunks right there. Hamburger swimming trunks.
Makes it easier for the shark to find you.
Yes, there you go.
Get a double patty.
They've been doing these T-shirts since the early 80s. They change it constantly. And the value of these In-N-Out T-shirts go way up. And you know the little paper napkins that they give you for whatever they call them that you keep you from spilling stuff on you. What do they call that?
Hands.
No, that little paper that they give you.
Like a placemat.
A placemat.
You know your
Look
kitchen
at the neat
stuff.
T-shirt.
Yes.
The placemats. Did you know that they can sell for hundreds of dollars and you get them free because they're changing them up constantly?
No, I've got other things that I have priority on and saving paper placemats.
There's one of their, and the shirts are constantly changing. Hugh Lauser said that was one of his favorite shirts, by the way. was his In-N-Out shirt. He said he'd get compliments on it all the time.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, so they're constantly changing out. When they go
He
to,
did a great show on when he did his episode on California Gold. If people want to look it up on In and Out,
it is fantastic. It
was
really,
so worth watching.
Really is good. And if you go to YouTube and look up Lindsay Snyder, you're going to find some great content on her too. She is absolutely fantastic. And again, she's the owner. This is not a publicly traded company. But you can get everything you want here, including little...
nice to have a family-owned business.
It really is. By the way, she's been married 4 times.
She has?
Yes, and the reason that she's been married 4 times is because of the stress of business. And she's come to really make peace with that. And now she's in a different zone altogether. She said her grandparents were also very stressed out, and her parents were also very stressed out.
It takes a lot to run a business, and especially something this mammoth.
That's why she moved to Tennessee. That's the real reason. She wanted to have space. And they may never go on the East Coast because they're not going to franchise this thing.
Good.
Of course, never is a word that should be used. Never.
Never be used, okay. Well, as long as she has some say in the matter, how's that?
Yes. So this is really fun. So, Baldwin Park, by the way, that's right off the 10 freeway. And that 10 goes all the way from Santa Monica all the way to Florida. So
Yes.
when you come to the
I
west...
think we've taken that road a couple times on our cross-country drives.
Yes, and this is also...
Like their plaques, their signs. Aren't those pretty?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Right off of Route 66. And by the way, Lindsay has a book out. These are the little magnets that they have and cable protectors. And they had these itty-bitty toys. Look at this little hamburger over there and the tennis shoes and all that. I thought it was just fantastic.
And you didn't buy anything?
Look at the erasers over there. Look at those itty-bitty erasers. Isn't that great? And that's the book that Lindsay wrote. This is fantastic book. But it wasn't signed by her. So anyway, that's all, folks. This is Action Jack on behalf of my lovely bride, Burgermeister, saying, if you like this, please hit the like button, comment, and share, and subscribe. Did I say this is Action Jack and we'll be back? And it will be soon. And that's the
If
name.
you didn't, you did now.
That's the name of that tune.